Hello, Ramune Jauniskis here, proud Lithuanian, going to show you another Lithuanian recipe called vinaigrettas. This is a beet, bean, potato, pea, carrot, scallion, pickle salad, and the dressing is sour cream. Has a lot of vegetables in it, cut up into small little pieces. Some of the vegetables you cook and some you don't. So the beets, to boil the beets, I cover them with water and cook them for at least an hour usually, even if they're small, until they're soft. I like them really soft. Once they're done cooking, I pour off the water and I run the beets under cold water and I take the skins off right then and there. I find them easiest to peel when they're still hot, and the cold water prevents my hands from getting burned. Now the beans, those are always hard, I think, for me to cook. I'm not sure why. Beans are a big mystery for me. But I will say this, you have to get fresh beans, dried beans. I guess you could also use canned beans. I don't like the taste of canned beans. They don't taste the same to me. So I use the dried. The dried beans you let soak in water. You cover them with water and soak 8 hours or overnight, and then you put them in a pan, cover them with water, and let them boil for 30 minutes, and then keep checking them every 15 minutes until they're soft. Not totally mushy, but soft, because once they overcook, the skins come off. It's great for refried beans, but not for this. Potatoes, I always cook the same way. I boil them with a skin on because I think they taste better. I used a russet potato for this because it's firmer and easier to cut up. It always falls apart for me, so maybe you'll have better luck with a potato, but in the end it doesn't matter. Everything gets mixed together. No one will know except you that the potato is broken apart into little pieces. So the way I would boil the potato is I bring the water to almost a boil or a boil, and then I put the potato in. This kind of blanches it and makes the skin easier to remove once it's cooked. The peas I don't cook, I just use them frozen. Now you used to be able to get dried whole peas, but you can't get them anymore. They only have dried split peas, so I just use the frozen peas, but I don't cook them. Now the carrot you just boil, that's really easy. And the same thing, I like them soft. I don't like them crunchy. You can cook them to whatever consistency you want. For the onion, I use scallions. I always have, but you can also use a regular onion and cut it up into tiny little pieces. Now the pickle, I add a lot of pickles because I love the sour taste of the pickles. I just add extra. So in my recipe that I show you, I have extra pickles in there. And then we always use sour cream on ours, and that is the dressing, but you can also use mayonnaise. Some people use mayonnaise, and some people also add a little bit of mustard in there. I don't. I just use the sour cream, and I find that that's just good enough for me. And you mix it all together. Now, I let it sit overnight in the refrigerator because it seems like the vegetables absorb the sour cream. And then I kind of mix it again after it's been in the refrigerator overnight. And then it takes on this beautiful purple color. And it's a really, really great side dish of salad. We really, really love it. So I hope you try it. Here's the potato. I am peeling that. It's very easy to peel the skin off, at least on this one it was. And then you cut it up into small pieces. And here are all my ingredients: the beets, the pickles, the carrots, the scallion, the beans, the peas, and the potato, cut up all into small pieces. And the peas you just pour into a bowl and let them defrost. Now, those are 3 small beets that I used. That's 1 russet potato. I used about a half a cup of beans, about a half a cup of peas, I used 2 carrots, 2 scallions, and I used about 6 really small pickles. Those are the amounts I used. You may want to vary that a little bit. Now, once I put them all into the bowl, I mix everything up before I add the sour cream. It just makes it a little easier to mix it once the sour cream is added. And as I said before, once I mix in the sour cream, I then put it in the refrigerator. Now, it always comes out more than what I thought it would, so I gave you the amounts that I put in, but if you want to just try a little bit, you might want to cut my amounts in half. So here I'm mixing in the sour cream. It really, really tastes great. I've done it with mayonnaise too, but I just always use a sour cream for the most part. So hope you'll try it. It's really great.